going to show you how to make a jungle flower. We're going to start with the lightest color. So you look at your color palette, pick 3 colors that you're going to use. If I was using yellow, orange, and pink, I would start with the yellow first, but maybe I want a pink, purple, blue flower. I would probably start with the pink first. Anyways, you're going to take your brush, dip it in the lightest, whatever color, 3 colors you're using. I'm going to find the center of my artwork and I'm going to start making a circle, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. When I feel like I have a good sized circle, I can go and get my second color. When I get the color, I don't need to worry about the paint on my brush because it's going to mix with the next color. So let's say I wanted to do pink. I'm just going to dip it quick and lift it, and I'm going to continue to do my circle. It looks like I need some more. Dip and lift. It's getting bigger and bigger. Try not to stir it in your paint palette. Don't worry about those dry brush strokes. Now I'll go for the next color. Let's say I want to do red. Dip and lift. Now I'm going to start adding my petals. So if I want to do petal shape like this, I could do that. If I want zigzag shape, I could do that. You get to be the decision maker. I want these scalloped petals. When I'm done drawing those in with my paintbrush, I can go ahead and fill in the rest of the space. Like that. Now I can set my brush down and grab my smaller brush. I'm going to get some contrast with our smaller brush. I'm just using the tip of my brush. I'm going to hold this up like this, and I can put some, maybe I want to outline. Oops, I should hold that with my helper hand. If I wanted to just outline the yellow part, I could make a couple lines coming out like this. If I use just the tip, I'll get a smaller, thinner line. Now that has nice contrast, really showing off the flower. Try not to do too much. So that's one of my flowers. Let me show you one other one that's slightly different. I could start with my pink and start in the center again, working our way out so our circle's bigger and bigger. Pick up some blue. If I want to mix that a little bit more, I can. Here's my zigzag line all the way to the edges. Dipping and lifting. Make them big though. I really like how there's some paint still on my brush, and I'm getting that double brushed coloring. So when I'm done with that, I can put that down, and now I can do my outlining for my contrast. I want to do a spiral. Maybe I'm doing just lines right through that, the center to show the vein of the leaf. Outline. We're going to cut these out. So Don't worry about your background. So there's two different flowers. I'm sure you probably have some other ideas as well. Move to our leaves. I have a larger piece of paper here, and I'm gonna think about leaf colors. I'm gonna stick with my blues, my greens, my yellows. We're gonna start with the stem of our leaf. So I think I'll go corner to corner this diagonal line. I'm gonna do the center part of my leaf first. Then I can decide what kind of shape do I want my leaf. Do I want it wavy like this? I can go ahead and add my colors in here. You don't have to start with light green. If you wanted to start with a darker color, you could. If you wanted to start with yellow and put the green right on that. Now maybe I'll grab a little bit of the darker green. Just gonna go right on top of that wet paint. And do you see how they're blending together? I don't want to blend too much because then I will lose those great brush strokes and the variety of color in my leaf. Let's see what yellow would do. Yellow makes it lighter. Let's see what the blue would do. I just grab a little blue. I know that those are some strong colors if I want to define that vein. I can even add the ones reaching to the edge. I'm using just the tip of the brush to get those. When you're done, you're gonna go get that smaller brush again. We're going to create a nice outline. In the jungle, there's all sorts of different shapes of leaves. I'll show you a different kind of leaf. We did the scalloped edges on that one. I'm going to start with that center line. I could do, oops, that's a lot of paint. Just smooth curved edges like that. Once again, try to get your paint showing the different variety of greens. And then I have my black. I'll do that center line. Maybe I want to do some fun And there we go. We have our jungle flowers and our jungle leaves. When these dry, we can cut them out and put them together for our jungle. Nice use of line, color, and shape. Now it's time to cut out our leaves. We're going to cut right on that black line. Just cutting that white paper away so I see that nice thick black line I painted. Now I'll grab my flower and do the same thing. I can get a little bit of glue and decide how I want my flower and leaf to look. I'll put a little glue right here. Stick my flower and hold it. And there I have my jungle flower.